March 9th is the date for Birchway Niagara's Brunch Bid and Bowl in support of the organization's programs and services for those who've experienced gender-based violence. Amanda Braet and Andrea DiCenso are in the studio today. Amanda, we'll begin with you. Would you call this your signature fundraiser?
It is definitely one of our signature fundraisers. It's one that we've grown to depend on the funds being raised from the event for many years. In fact, this year is our 19th year hosting the event, and it's grown quite a bit. When we have a fundraising goal of over $600,000 to raise, you can imagine the impact of an event last year that raised $66,000 would have on the services we can provide. Definitely signature, and even though it's been around for over 19 years rather, we've done a lot of exciting changes throughout the years to keep it very interesting, including adding Lane, the auctionista, as our MC and host of our live auction. They are so dynamic, and people return year after year just to see them in action.
I loved watching Lane do the heads and tails thing. A master at that.
Absolutely. So a lot of events have your 50-50 events, but one of the suggestions by Lane, and it's one that's grown and has done quite well, is flipping that to a heads or tails event. So just that is a $10 buy-in, and this year you can win an Outlet Collection gift certificate in the amount of $750, sponsored by Davidson Delat, and it's just that, like, so we have a master coin flipper. Somebody goes up and flips the coin. Before the coin is flipped, though, every participant picks whether they're heads or tails, so everybody stands up. It's very interactive, and instead of winning the money, they win a prize, so the agency doesn't lose any money. And you know, we've had people before say, well, when you win a 50-50 at a fundraiser, you feel compelled to give it back, but knowing that it's donated, they like to keep it, so it's been such a win-win.
Andrea, some of the auction items up for grabs. Can you fill us in?
Oh, yes, I can. We've got some really great items on the docket for this year's live auction. So we managed to secure a celebration cake per month for a whole year from Moody's Bakery here in Niagara Falls. We've got
every month. I'd have to find something to celebrate.
Month. Oh, I'm sure you can find something to celebrate. And even if there's no celebration, who doesn't love cake?
Just
get your cake.
Celebrating winning, right?
Exactly. And we also have a really interesting, unique wine tasting experience at the Consulman Dome. What else do we have on the docket? We've got a fully stocked wine fridge, holds 36 bottles, which is pretty incredible. What else do we have? We have a private dining experience at Napoli's restaurant here in, I say here in Niagara Falls a lot, but yeah, Napoli's restaurant, which is going to be really cool.
Some of the best Italian food.
Some of the best Italian food, especially here in the city. What else do we have on the docket? For some of our special silent auction prizes, we actually have a pack of tickets for Ice Dogs game. We have a Walker's box of 8 tickets, so a little more exclusive. We even have a 10 flex pack for the Well and Jackfish as well. We've got some Toronto Maple Leafs tickets as well up for grabs.
Lots of different things.
Some really interesting items, yeah.
Amanda, last year you had set a goal for only $30,000. You smashed it. This year's goal is?
Well, we put it out there as $60,000, but knowing that we raised $66,000, I'm now putting out in the universe that we want to raise the $70,000, and we're confident. We've got more teams than we've ever had signed up, so there are limited spaces. If those are interested in joining us, I encourage them to do so quickly rather than waiting. So we want to reach that $70,000 because we know that our services are needed now more than ever, and this will have a great impact on what we can do for our community.
Birchway doesn't receive government funding for their programs.
We do actually receive about 65% of our funding from the Ministry of Children and Community Social Services, but that does leave a fundraising gap of over $600,000 just to sustain the services that we do have. But we're always looking at expanding, and we want to make sure that we can help as many people that need us in the community. So it is really important that we reach these fundraising targets.
Andrea, one of the things that I love about this fundraiser, that it's not just, hey, we're going to have a dinner and an auction, but we're also going to go bowling.
It's a very multifaceted event, and it's exactly how it sounds: brunch, bid, and then bowling to follow at Cataract Bowl in the afternoon. So all of the teams who've registered and have gotten their teams together will part about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and bowl for about an hour and a half at Cataract Bowl.
Is there some bragging rights? Is there a trophy or anything for the top team?
There will be some bragging rights for the top team and the top individual as well. They both have their own prizes.
Do you find that some people don't want to go from the brunch to the bowl, or does everybody?
Some people do just prefer to do the brunch, which is why we have just brunch only tickets as well. But some people do enjoy the whole darn day, and we'll just make a whole day out of it. So we love either or. Whatever you're into, we have, I think, a way to celebrate everybody's tastes.
Amanda, you have a special sponsor back again this year?
Niagara Casinos is our presenting sponsor, and we're so thankful for their ongoing support towards our agency, but specifically this event year after year. And they join us for the event, which is really special too, and we can get to know our sponsors. But we encourage people to share International Women's Day with us. So it is just one day after International Women's Day. That's very strategic. We like to celebrate women who are doing good and the work that has been done and the work that still needs to be done. So that's why we host this event in the time frame that we do.
We're starting out at Club Italia and going to Cataract Bowl. How can people get tickets? I know you say that there are limited spaces available, but we want to sell those
Yes,
last
there
few
are
seats.
limited spaces available, but just head over to brunchbidandbowl.org and you can buy your Just Brunch Bid tickets there, or you can register for the bowling as well.
Perfect. Andrea, Amanda, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you on March 9th.
Thanks.
Thank you.